don't hear it? You got a sweet little childlike soul. That's how you keep me coming home, I know. And when I look into your eyes of blue, my heart cries out a song to you. Do, 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 do. I call you sweet pea, apple of my eye. I don't know when and I don't know why. You're the only reason I keep on coming home. The reason I keep coming home. Sweet pea, what's all of this about? Don't get in your way, all you do is fuss and pout. Say you're the only reason I keep on coming home. Still coming home. Unlike the rock of Gibraltar, I always seem to falter and the words just get in the way. Oh, I know I'm gonna crumble and I'm trying to stay humble, but I never think before I say, my sweet, you're the keeper of my soul. I really know sometimes I'm out of control, but you're the only reason I keep on coming home. The only reason I'm coming home. Unlike the rock of Gibraltar, I fumble and I falter when I try to tell you what's on my mind. I'm bound to crumble, so I'm trying to stay humble, cause I know that the right words I'll find. My sweet pea, now you're the apple of my eye. I don't know when and I don't know why. You're the only reason I keep on coming. Ain't no other reason to keep on coming. You're the only reason I keep on coming. No other reason to keep on coming. Sweet pea, I'm still coming. Don't know when, don't know why. I keep on coming on. Got one more for you. Pass me by one summer day, flash those big brown eyes my way, and oh, I wanted you forevermore. I'm not one that gets around, swear my feet stuck to the ground, and though I never did meet you before, I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou. I'm so in love with you. I'm in love with Mary. I knew, Mary Lou, that we never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, goodbye, heart. Saw your lips, I heard your voice. Believe me, I just had no choice. While horses couldn't make me sail away. Thought about a moonlit night, arms about you good and tight. That's all I need to see for me to stay. I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou. I'm so in love with you. I'm in love with Mary. I knew, Mary Lou, we'd never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, goodbye, heart. Hello, Mary Lou. I'm in love with you, yes. Hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Right from the start I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart.
All right, that was great. Let's give another round of applause to everybody. Good job, guys. Now we'll have two of my fellow students sharing their stories with you. So right now, let's welcome Amy Cabanas to the podium, please.
All Cameron. All right, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amy Cabanas. I'm a business major with a concentration in marketing. I came to UMSL from St. Louis Community College, where I earned an associate's degree in business administration. My path to college was non-traditional. After high school, I spent about 10 years as an executive assistant in New York City. Working at any level in New York City is an education in itself, and I excelled at that work. But I didn't see myself as an executive assistant forever. I knew I had potential to further my education in a new direction. So I moved back to St. Louis, my birthplace, in 2007. There's when my road to college began, along with caring for my mother, who suffers with multiple sclerosis. Eventually, I became my mother's full-time caregiver and took on a full course load at St. Louis Community College. This meant leaving my job at Ascension Health, and it wasn't an easy decision, but it was the right one. School has become very important to me. Since transferring to UMSL a year and a half ago, I've maintained a 4.0 GPA, and school has become my full-time new job. I chose UMSL because of its strong reputation, affordability, and business accreditation. The financial assistance I've received at UMSL has enabled me to maintain that focus. In addition to some help from a Pell Grant, I recently was awarded the Sigma Aldrich Business Scholarship. I was so shocked when I received it, I first honestly thought it was spam. I had my counselor verify it, and it was real. I was so shocked when I received it. Not only at that scholarship providing funding for classes, books, and other expenses, it's helped me gain some self-confidence. Now I believe much more in myself and my capabilities. I recognize that all the effort I put into school is now paying off. This semester I am serving as a teaching assistant for an introductory course here at UMSL. Among other duties, I coordinate 16 different group projects with those students. The support and confidence from my professor is of great importance. In fact, I may continue at UMSL for my MBA. My ultimate goal is to become a project manager or a marketing manager for a company. Thanks to UMSL, I know I will be well prepared for that rapidly evolving field in marketing. I have confidence in the future for landing the job I want, caring for my mother the way she deserves. The scholarship I received has meant more than I can say. Thank you so much. And now please help me welcome Deja Patrick.
Thank you, Amy. My name is Deja Patrick. Sorry, bear with me, I'm short. Okay. My name is Deja Patrick. I am a communication and political science major, and I also serve as vice president of UMSL Student Government Association. I'm a lifelong resident of St. Louis, and I was an active student in the St. Louis Public Schools system before choosing UMSL. Like many college freshmen, 4 years ago, I was nervous, anxious, and financially unaware of the commitment I was making. After my first semester here, the lack of funding was becoming a huge stress. Not only was I struggling to pay for school, my home was unstable, and I was about to become homeless. I diligently began searching for scholarships. I reached out to the Dean of Enrollment, Alan Bird, and Natisha Small, the Dean of Students. Like so many UMSL staff members, Ms. Small and Mr. Bird were an incredible resource. They helped me identify appropriate scholarships, including the Duran Family Scholarship. In the fall of 2012, I was greeted with great news. I had received the Duran Family Scholarship. And not only that, I was awarded the Gear Up Scholarship. Together, these awards were a much needed solution to a really worrisome situation. They cover my tuition and my room and board. And now I have a place to call home, food to eat, and an academic future. In another week, I will graduate from UMSL. And after that week, I start a management trainee job at Enterprise. I am happy and excited about the job, and I have decided to go on to grad school with my eye toward international business. I will never forget everything the University of Missouri St. Louis has done for me. Thank you, Dr. and Mrs. Durand. Thank you, Alan Bird, and thank you, Natisha Small. Thank you. Now we will hear from Kathy Reeves from Enterprise Holdings. She is the Assistant Vice President of Community Relations for the company. Ms. Reeves is also a strong advocate for college access in the St. Louis region, serving on the College Access Pipeline Board. Right here at UMSL, Enterprise has been long engaged in making that access a reality. In fact, Enterprise Rent-A-Car Foundation Scholarship is celebrating 20 years of support for UMSL students. Please help me welcome Ms. Reeves to the stage. I'm sorry.
Let's see if we can get the duct tape to work. Okay, we're seeing we can get the duct tape to work. Maybe not.
There you go.
All right, hold your breath. Okay. Thank you, Deja. And let me just say right away, we are thrilled to have her at Enterprise. Please give Deja. I've already given her my phone number and told her exactly what to do for the first year. So, and if any of you other students would like to look at our programs, we'd encourage you to do it. Good afternoon, everyone. It really is my pleasure to join you at the Scholarship Recognition Luncheon. This really is one of my favorite events because it really focuses on the value of a college education. And that's something that not only am I personally involved in, it's something that my company really believes in. You may know that Enterprise is America's #1 recruiter of recent college graduates. So we know the value that a college degree adds to your career, but also to your life. In fact, we've built our business using education as the fuel that drives our business. Our founder, Jack Taylor, was only lucky enough to finish 1 semester of college before he went into the Navy. When he came back, he started the business, which at that time became Executive Leasing. And over the years, the business grew. Our name changed to Enterprise, and during that time we learned how important an education was to building our business. You know, I think what Jack learned is that college graduates come to our company with a willingness to learn. They're hungry, they're anxious to succeed, and they really put that all into our business. And as a result, we continue to be on a growth spurt. At this point, we're growing throughout the world, and we really owe that to college graduates. I think we hire probably 8,500 a year. So it's something that we really believe in. Most of our hires come from state colleges and universities, and I do as well. Like most of my colleagues, I had to learn how to balance school and work at the same time. Lots of them probably did sports, they did fraternities and sororities, they did a lot of extracurricular activities. We had families, we had all kinds of emergencies. But in college, we all learned how to balance that. And that's probably one of the most important things that help prepare us for the work world. You know, over the years, I had my own barriers in college, but also in the workforce. And there were a lot of people who helped me, and I will never forget that piece of it. But I always had a vision of what my life could become, and I just kept working toward that, and I was very, very fortunate that the education helped with that, but also really that there were a lot of people there helping me as well. I eventually finished 2 degrees and worked through many, many jobs into now what I think is a long career at an amazing company. I'm really thankful for the people who have helped me, but really I couldn't have done it without the college degrees, and I can't emphasize that enough. You know, college doesn't just give you credentials, it doesn't just give you an education, it gives you confidence, and that's so important in the workforce. It gives you tenacity. You know, when you finish college, nobody can take that away from you. You have earned it, and you should walk with a swagger. It is so, so important, and it does give you skills. So all of those things really add up. I really believe that. It changes lives and it creates endless opportunities. You know, if you look at the research, and all of this research, of course, is done at colleges and universities, you see that college graduates earn 1.8 times more than those people who don't have it. You know, over a person's lifetime, college graduates make over $1 million more than non-college graduates. So think about that. That's an enormous difference in the quality of life, not only for you, but your entire family. You know, your college degree will assist you in finding a job, in maintaining health. If you look at statistics, it really does prove that. But you will also live a longer life. And these aren't things I'm making up. These are things that statistics show over and over again. If you graduate with your college degree, your children are much more likely to finish their degree, and your siblings, and sometimes your parents. You know, having one person in a family going to college makes such a difference. A college education can make the difference between living a life in poverty and finding a way out. It's one of the best things we can do to alleviate poverty, you know, to reduce crime, and really to create economic development for our community. Each one of you plays a part in that, and I really believe that, especially students and the donors. As I mentioned before, we all understand that college education has a value. But funding a scholarship has real impact one student at a time, and I can't emphasize that enough. Changing one person's life has a ripple effect, and it's something that even smaller scholarships help that student get there and finish. So before I end, I do want to challenge the students here to continue the gift. First of all, please finish your degree. Even if it's hard, stick with it. Find somebody who can help you through it, but finish your degree even if it takes longer than you thought. Encourage your siblings, your family, and your friends to all finish their degrees. Again, help raise everybody out of poverty, help create their lives, help make them better. But finally, when you make it, and I think every one of you is going to, we have faith in you, give back to the school and to the university. It makes such a difference. Even if you don't think it's very much, $500, $100, help the next student graduate college. Be a part of the change and be a part of that movement. It's so powerful. So to the people who are graduating, I commend you. You've passed the endurance test. Your life is just beginning, and it's really exciting out there. Even at my age, it's really exciting. But then for the donors, you've had a lot of courage, but a lot of generosity to help these students, and I can't commend you enough. So thanks to everybody, and at this point, I will turn it back over to Cameron.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Reeves. Really appreciate it. So before we conclude, I'd like to share a little bit about my own story. I was raised in Jefferson City, Missouri, so I'm not from St. Louis, and I'm a first-generation college student. So it's been interesting, but it's also sometimes really stressful. But choosing to attend UMSL was one of my best decisions to date. The people I encountered at UMSL, of course the criminology and criminal justice program, the experience of the city life, all of those things led me to decide to go to this university and to continue to stand out in my eyes. And then the scholarship support. The funding I have received has made a world of difference to me and my family. It means a lot less worry for all of us in my family, and a lot more energy, and it gives me a lot more energy for something I care about, and that's helping people. That's an idea I fell in love with in high school, and I've been able to put it into action most recently as president of the Student Government Association, and also I get to continue next year. Without the scholarships, I'd be juggling a 30-hour work week along with my studies, and taking on a student leadership role would be virtually impossible. I look ahead to law school, where I hope to end up, and hopefully going into government and service later on. But even now, I'm able to have an impact on the lives of people here at UMSL. You too all of you have had an impact for this university and for students here. And it really warms my heart to know that donors like you are helping students like myself and Deja and others in the audience. And especially who really need the help. So on behalf of the UMSL Scholarship students, I want to say thank you for your generous support, because sometimes I think I don't know, for students it's hard to really get across how much that really does mean to us. So I just want to say thank you. And thank you all for being here today. And with that, have a wonderful weekend. So thank you.